Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I'm the Little Reader, and you are in my house. Thank you so much for being here. Regular, new, just passing through, just here for one more second. Thank you for stopping in. It's honor. I don't think it quite captures it. It is more like privilege is closer. Gift is perfect. It's a gift to share space and presence with you, to share this moment in time, space, reality. For me, where we are, it's 2024. Where you are, I don't know. And that's kind of the magic of it all. We've got this serpentine crystal here, love serpentine. It's going to be keeping us company. It's going to be anchoring in some vibes as we channel from spirit the message for you, beautiful soul, for you. I've got a deck off to the side, but I'm not feeling like it's time to use it just yet. Instead, I'm going to look at you. And I invite you to breathe intentionally for just a few moments. In fact, let's sync up. Why not? Why not sync our cycles, if you will, our breath cycles together? Let your eyes close down, flutter them like butterflies. And if your nose is not congested, if it's free, if you've got at least one nasal pathway open, let's work with the nose, taking a deep inhalation in and releasing it through the nose as well. And we go again, in through the nose, and out through the nose. And our final synced breath, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Beautiful. You can flutter those eyelids open. Greet the world, greet your space around you, I'll greet my space around me, and here we are. Now I can touch the deck. It's the movie tarot. I purchased this deck at the Academy Museum over the most recent weekend, I believe, while family was visiting. And it just called out to me, darling. The tarot decks have been calling loudly. We're getting back to our roots here in the Little Reader's house of late. But don't get attached, beautiful soul. Anything could happen. We're looking for the message that Spirit wants to deliver to you and to me, since we're here sharing space. Could even be relevant to the person next to you, if there is one. Hi. It's not intended to be generalized broadly, unless otherwise stated. It's for you, beautiful soul. You're the one who found your way here. So what's the message, Spirit? Wow. Wow. Well, let me just digest this one for a moment. We've got this star in reverse. This is a major sitch, as the kids say. I don't know if they say that, but it is a major situation in that every card that was pulled for your message is a major. How fun. We have got the star in reverse. Now, I believe that's Judy Garland in the film A Star is Born. If you're familiar with the film, that may have particular relevance to you. I've never seen the Judy Garland version, but it's on my list. Then we've got Doc Brown from Back to the Future with Wheel of Fortune upright. If you've seen Back to the Future, then you know that Doc Brown is awesome. And then finally, back of the deck in reverse, the Emperor. And I believe that is Al Pacino in Scarface. And I believe the line that is being quoted at this moment is, "First you get the money, then you get the power." And that would be in reverse. So, let us digest. Also, make sure to eat if you're hungry, beautiful soul. Well, it's not a matter of force. This is the first thing that Spirit wants you to know, my friend. 'Tis not a matter of force. No, for this particular wish to come true, it's a matter of fortune. We're echoing from yesterday's transmission with power. And yet it's so relevant. Beautiful soul. Spirit asks me to remind you in the gentlest and most loving terms possible. You are not in control. That which you call you is not in control. There are 3 major aspects of ourself that we identify as. Here we go. You know it. If you're regular to the house, you knew we were headed here. We've got the body, the form. Oh, we identify as this so often. Think of all the attributes that we can identify with just using this noun, this object, this living, breathing, animate piece of earth, however you refer to it, person, place, thing. Everyone sees their form differently, irrespective of how they want to be seen. And this form is not in control of our life experience. It's not. Then there's the mind, where we hold our ideas, our beliefs, our thoughts. However proud of them or ashamed of them we may be, it's a collective realm, so truly none of them are ours. We're not in possession of any of them. They simply pass through, like the algorithm or the feed on your favorite social media app. And yet we cling and identify, indeed. But our mind doesn't control anything either. It can shape our perception. It can foreshadow what's to come, particularly based on what's been. But it does not control the moment. Then there's the heart. At the center of it all, holding the white light of awareness, being fueled by the true you, the white light of awareness that animates this form, that gives life to it. And when that awareness moves on from this body and from this mental link, they will be laid to rest. There in the heart, a locale that more and more beautiful souls are waking up to visiting, is a truth of the moment. That truth is reflected in emotions. They pass through just like thoughts. But unlike thoughts, require no explanation, require no buy-in. It's tempting to identify as emotions, just as we want to identify as thoughts. But if we can witness both of those things, we can witness truth go by. The heart also holds the roadmap to the destiny of the form, the destiny of this mental realm. The heart holds it all together. It gives life force to this form, to this mental link. So there are some who may reside here and some who may even identify here. But for this transmission, beautiful soul, it's important to communicate to you that none of those realms where we place our awareness being attention. That's what we are, is attention. We can put it wherever we want. We can put it in the body. We can put it in the heart. We can put it in the mind. That's where most of us keep it. But the attention itself, that awareness, that's what we are. None of these realms have the power to control reality, to control others. In fact, in this transmission, there is the sense of a desire to control others, to control their perception, their validation, their opinion. Can you love me? Will you love me? I would like you to love me. Please. Here's how. And yet, even with communication, which varies for every individual, for some communication is very mental. I've laid it all out. I've intellectualized the message. I know what should work to get what I want. Let me say it. For others, communication is very heart-based. Let me just share how I feel. This is how I feel. There's no agenda. I don't want to accomplish an end. I simply want to connect. Here it is, truth of that. But whether it's mental or whether it's heart-based, Spirit is not diminishing the value of our ability to communicate, to express, to live, to be in our bodies, to be in our minds, to be in our hearts. That is why our awareness is on earth, to infiltrate, to penetrate, and to hold presence and space and receive information from all of those realms. Spirit is on earth as you right now, beautiful soul. You are spirit. Spirit is you. Whether you have a personal practice that has illuminated that truth to you or not, that is what I'm asked to remind you of every day here in this house. But even with that knowing, it does not facilitate control. It does not facilitate the ability to make what or who we want to happen. Spirit's asking us this question with a reverse to the Emperor. Can I let go of the need to control the way others see me, the way others love me, the way others want me, the way others know me? Can I seek control? Not of anything, not of any realm, but of my awareness itself. For that is the only thing we are permitted to control in this playground called Earth. And that is huge. If we can learn to control our awareness and where we place it, which is what the entire act and practice of meditation is, then we have access to bliss and peace ongoing, even as the world goes up in flames or turns into sparkly fairy dust for us. Can we control our awareness where we place it? Will we place it in the mental realm? Will we place it in the realm of heart? Will we place it in the form? Will we place it on itself? Awareness looking at awareness. But aside from that, everything's already been predetermined. We have a linear experience of time right now, at this point of our evolution. So we think like there's still luck involved, there's still chance, there's still a way that I can manipulate or I can force my will. And we can have so much fun with that. In fact, for so many souls experience, they will have great fortune with forcing their will for a time, to where they begin to mentally believe they have the power to create and to make things happen and to manipulate and control their circumstances and their will. But every soul, and this is spirits info. If I were running the show, that's not the way I would write it. Well, the little reader personality. But the way spirit has written it is that every soul will eventually run into circumstances they cannot control. And how resolutely they believe that they can will determine precisely how hard they hit that wall. When they discover, oh, I cannot control. That's the Wheel of Fortune, dearie. It's all already decided. It's all happened already. Blink of an eye. It's no accident that our beautiful Doc Brown is standing in front of a clock, and that Spirit wants to remind us that our perception of time is a tiny one. Small, limited, linear. It's not complete, it's not cohesive, it's not whole. And the more we identify with temporal things like our form or our mental link, the more we will feel reliant on the need to control time, to organize time, to manipulate time, to work time. But Doc Brown's out of time. Right? I think that's what it says on the license plate of the DeLorean. Out of time. Doc Brown's waiting for lightning. Waiting for something that he knows will come. But it's not because he controlled it. It's not because he made it happen. Grit his teeth. He doesn't control the weather. He just happens to know that lightning will come. A storm, it was a prediction. Foreshadowing. Maybe he felt it. I think he read it in a newspaper, but now we're talking about you. Maybe you feel something coming. The wish. The desire. The dream. The validation. The love. The celebration. Your moment. You're not alone, beautiful soul. Spirit's queued up a lot of moments for a lot of souls that have been waiting. And they know that their time is coming. Like that lightning bolt. They know that when it hits, it will give them exactly the amount of energy and propulsion that they need to land where they're meant to be. But today, Spirit's asking us not to force. Not to believe that we are the arbiters. I hope that's the proper use of that word, darling. That we are the masters of fate, the masters of destiny. That puts our mind in the driver's seat. Making decisions, making moves, controlling resources. Oh, it's how we've done things on Earth for quite some time. A blip in Spirit's estimation, but for us, it's been quite some time. Spirit's asking us to shift to the realm of heart. Shift to the awareness that the true us is not the temporal. It's not the passing. It's not the fleeting. It's not the characteristics, the qualities. Because these will be gone. in a blink. What we are is the light within. And that is the arbiter or the master of destiny. That is the compass. That is the guide. That is what fulfills the wishes. That is our wish fulfillment. But it doesn't just fulfill the wishes of our minds. It fulfills the wishes of the light. Wishes that we can't mentally comprehend. So we find ourselves in circumstances we don't like and we're like, why? I must have messed this up. I must have screwed this up to be here where I don't want to be. You had nothing to do with it, beautiful soul. You're free. You haven't messed anything up. You haven't done anything wrong. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And if you're sitting in a place that you don't want to be sitting, and you're feeling powerless to create your goals or dreams, or like you're waiting on something, that's okay. That's where you're supposed to be. Don't let the mind trick you into believing that it's the only intelligence, or that logic, specifically yours, is the end-all be-all of truth. Instead, take your awareness, that which is the only thing that you have control over. Shift it to the realm of heart. Shift it to its source. Learn to be the white light of consciousness itself. And you'll understand the bigger picture and your place in it, and why where you are is perfect. Perfect. Serving purposes far greater than your mind can imagine. Even if it's sitting in a chair. Wow. We lost part of the deck. Even if it's sitting in a chair, what's he doing, man? There are some activities on that table. We're not going to judge him. That's the whole point. It doesn't really matter what he's doing. What the mind judges it to be, it's valuable. And the lightning strike that you're waiting on is coming. It's already happened. It doesn't mean you've experienced it yet. But you will. Trust that. And then let it go. And make peace with your moment. Who knows? That practice itself might be the very lightning strike you're waiting for. That's where we're leaving it today, beautiful soul. It's been an honor and a pleasure to commune with you, to feel you and be felt by you. I thank you. Until we meet again, I am sending you all the love I've got. Always more, never less. Because you are so very worthy of it. So very worthy. Ask for a hug today.